Because Mark Epstein is not alone in his frustration. When you look at the files, and that's where I've spent most of my time today, that frustration is also palpable on behalf of other people who knew Jeffrey Epstein a whole lot less well than his brother. Landon Thomas, for example, the New York Times reporter, was the one who wrote that infamous 2002 profile of Jeffrey Epstein in New York Magazine, where Trump gave the quote that Jeffrey enjoys beautiful women, perhaps as much as I do, many of them on the younger side. That's a quote that we have talked about extensively ever since. And I'm reading right now in the files today an email exchange between Landon Thomas and Jeffrey Epstein where he says, everybody and their mother is calling me because of that quote. And he says, you know, I'm serious, man. For the good of the nation, why not try to get some of this out there? I would not do it myself, but I would pass it on to a political reporter. And then Landon Thomas is showing Jeffrey Epstein another story from another publication in which Alan Garten, who was the general counsel of the Trump Organization, says Mr. Trump's only connection with Mr. Epstein was that Mr. Epstein was one of thousands of people who has visited Mar-a-Lago. That's it. Mr. Trump has never been accused of having any involvement or even having any knowledge of any of Mr. Epstein's conduct by anyone. What does Landon Thomas say to that? Look at these lies. And then Jeffrey Epstein responds with a picture. And he says, this is my 20-year-old girlfriend in 1993 that after 2 years, I gave to Donald. What kind of people talk about giving a person with whom they're in a romantic relationship to someone else? It's a very sick, perversely transactional way about talking about anyone, much less a young woman. Again, the transactional nature of the way they are bartering and exchanging women between them is grotesque.